topical issues. And the topic is, could this be true? A question. Could this be true? There have been conspiracies in life, conspiracies in history. There have been conspiracies about the rich people impoverishing countries. There have been conspiracies about people eradicating other people from other places. There have been conspiracies of superiority. There's been conspiracies of people grabbing areas where they live from others. There have been conspiracies of people finishing other animals. When we think of the book and the theory of the origin of mankind, people say that we evolved from apes, monkeys, or apes. Oh, the apes evolved from monkeys and man evolved from the apes. And there was a time I was talking about the past, and I talked of a traveler who had gone up to Cameroon. There was that mountain that was evaporating, not evaporating, it was erupting. Those hills, the crouching lion, Sierra Leone, I think was still forming. And they found wild men called gorilla. They were wild men. But as advancement went on, we started with monkeys. People ate monkeys. Other animals ate monkeys. We've eaten most of the other animals. We've almost cleared the monkeys. People ate gorilla. There are very few that are left. They are wild animals. The orang-utan in Asia, a big man. They also call him the man of the wilderness. A man of the wilderness. Come to think of a chimpanzee and the bonobos. Most of the things we perform almost the same. Maturity age the same way. Everything. But they are animals. Many of us have eaten them. They are almost finished in many places. Then, there is this thought of when people were civilizing the lands. People were hunting for furs and pelts. Yes, they were hunting for mink, for animals that will give furs. And in the process of hunting for those animals, they found people in the forest. By then they had the guns. The people in the forest had bows and arrows. They could not withstand the advancement of the weapons, and most of them were cleared without the rest of the world knowing. So that there are tribes that ended without us knowing. There are people that ended without us knowing. To the places that were called empty lands. The civilized went and settled in the empty lands where they had cleared the primitive people. Tribes that we don't know. Voices that we don't know. That was the pellet hand, the fur coat era. Communities unhighlighted, never to be known. Up to now, may not even know them. We have populated the earth. We are many. These primates are more advanced than the other animals, but to us, they're just animals. They had that chance, we never gave them a chance. We've been talking of conservation. But in nature, it appears that the more intelligent the animal, the more its chances of survival. We've survived. We have populated the earth. But God had asked us to take care of the other animals on earth. They are dwindling. We are prospering. We are increasing. We are the clever ones. We are the advanced ones. It has happened all over the world. But in the process of advancement, different communities, different races, different continents have advanced at different levels. Our technologies are diverse and different. But out of these, there have been conspiracies. Conspiracies of advanced civilizations treading down upon the less advanced civilization. But those could be easily handled because humans can be able to merge easily with humans. In the 40s, during the First World War, but prior to that, there were stories of entities from other places unknown visiting us. People called them aliens. And there were many theories, and governments in places kept denying those things don't exist. They never happen. People's imaginations. People looking at their planets, and because they cannot be able to tell what they are, confusing them for things from outside. There came a point of physical confrontation. Still, the countries denied it. Yes, some of the religious places have been accused of harboring the very, very aliens. They still deny. Some countries have cooperated with the very, very aliens. They still deny. There were rumors of an American president, Eisenhower. I'm not good at pronouncing that. Those who know about that rumor have heard about that rumor. There were rumors that outside entities, I'm calling them rumors, those who have had a chance of seeing MUFON hanger files, I had 2 of mine that were fished from the computer. The other MUFON hanger files I've gotten from the internet are not so detailed like the ones that were fished. And in those MUFON files, they categorically say there was a meeting of different entities. All the countries refused ever dealing with entities from elsewhere. But now, the unclassified files of their investigations say the opposite. There have been interactions with outside entities. We don't know what is still classified. I've been wondering, why is it that we appear to know the moon more than we know our oceans? That only when you ask, you're told with the equipment, with the advancement that we have, human beings have only explored 5% of the planet's oceans. 5%. We've got planes that can fly across the planet. But we only know about 5%. Are we being sincere? Or is there something that is still classified. I talked about the chupa chupa situation in Brazil. In those conspiracies, there have been talks of warships and aircraft carriers being overshadowed by large, highly advanced aircrafts. Spacecrafts, not aircrafts, because they can't be defined. There are talks of these crafts going in the water, just as at a high speed as they cut across the air. Yes, there have been rumors. There have been photos. There have been interactions. There have been confrontations, dogfights between these things and the air forces in other places. And the air forces have found it that it's dangerous to attack, so you better take a peaceful profile in most cases. There are talks, there are rumors. During the Vietnam War, there were rumors of these crafts sometimes siding. People in fact thought they were communist crafts. They called them enemy helicopters. They were rumors. In the MUFON files they are there. They are rumors. There are rumors that some agreement between human beings, and furthermore the forming of whatever governs the world, was as a result of this, to find a way of being able to interact. There are rumors. There were rumors to that extent. There are rumors that at least 13 species of some of these are there. There are rumors. There are rumors that most of them are malevolent to humans. They feed on humans, they drink the blood, and other animals. They do experiments, they highlight them. There are rumors. Yes, there are rumors, because no country ever comes up with anything. Ask them, nobody knows about it. Remember, there was a man who claimed to have been working in some facility. There were rumors. And later, he was called a madman, a man who did not understand there are no such facilities. After some time, he had been talking of an element that was not in existence. And people said, such an element does not exist. It was his imagination. Years later, the element was discovered. Wonders of wonders. It was not in existence. He talked about it. He was called a madman. After some time, it is discovered. So, I'm not saying that it may be true. The unclassified files are now talking of interactions of things we don't understand. Question is, can we just be candid with one another? Are they there or not? There are some countries that had protocols for interacting, but even the protocols are not exposed to the populace. So even people don't know there are protocols. There are countries that have classified some of the entities as part of the wildlife. I was surprised. One wild animal that defies classification as an animal belonging here. Those are the things that we have to deal with. Because just like I was saying, there are many resources on earth. Those that have found that we can be palatable might find this as a food resource. Are they there? There have been cattle mutilation and such like things. They happen. Some things out of the ordinary. They happen. An animal is slaughtered without blood being found or anything, or the blood that is found is little, and it happens. Cows mutilated, animals mutilated, and most hidden, some people mutilated. Which everybody says does not exist. So let's say it's a theory. Are there theoretical protocols then? Why don't we have, if there are so many theories? Because one thing I learned when I was a young boy, in Africa we were not that much blessed to have many TVs. I had an uncle who had a black and white TV. We had places where there are black and white TVs, and as small children, we were glad to see cartoons. By then, that time, TV would not be shown throughout in Kenya. TV would start at 4 o'clock and it would close at 11 in the night. And they were cartoons. And we would see people firing with plasma weapons, but there are no plasma weapons. It was an imagination. It is a reality. Some things we do are outside the ordinary. Believe me, when somebody has something in the mind, it has either been put there by the power that governs the universe, that is God, or he has seen that thing. And when somebody has seen something, they work on it and they're able to come up with this thing. Question: is there something to share amongst the humankind? Question: could people be seated like sitting ducks, only to realize they are getting to the situation that the chimpanzees, the orangutan have gotten into? Because an advancement in technology can cause changes that are untold. We have countries that have got technologies maybe 400 to 500 years of what we are seeing now. Many of these superpowers, where they showcase, are things that are almost being retired, maybe from the army, from the armories, technologies. Things that are being retired are the ones that we look at and wonder. A plane that was declassified in, was it 1949 or 60 something? The fastest plane to be flown by a human being. People knew about it when it was being retired. For the sake of humanity, if there are things that are there, could just human beings be told candidly, we are not alone? We have this may be this, that may be this, and certain protocols. So we have also to learn to behave under certain circumstances in the presence of. That's what I've been wondering. Because when Alexander the Great, those years, was attacking some place, some of these crafts appear to have assisted him. It is all conspiracy. So please, bear with me. I've seen these conspiracy theories. I'm also just talking about the conspiracy. Could we have a clarification? Or a conspiracy protocol of, in case something like this happens, let's put it in a conspiracy form. This is how one would react in future in case something like this happens. If you encounter such a like thing, let's have it theoretically, then this is how you react. I may be wrong. But listening to those hanger files, watching what is on those hanger files, listening to this guy, he was called Bob who? Can't remember the second name. Listening, okay, we would say somebody who had lost it, his mind was not. But it is strange that he can be able to talk of an element that is non-existence. And sure enough, after some time of denial, the element is discovered. It's interesting. So for humankind, let's just have some theoretical protocols of these situations. In case something like this happens, we imagine this is your reaction. In case you see things that look like this and behave like this is your reaction. I'm asking the same question. Could this be true? For now, let's treat this as theory. That's my take for now. Those conspiracy videos also make us wonder, could we also have a conspiracy counter of protocols in case of such a things? That's my take for now.